What's going on, guys? Stefan here with you, S&E's Garage. We got the Sportsmans in the shop today, and today we're going to be focusing here on our 2024 570 Trail. So in our last video with these machines, you'll see that we installed the RPM Power Sports exhaust on it. We took it out riding for the first time, absolutely loved it. And in fact, we loved it so much that we went ahead and picked up the same exhaust system for our 570. Now, the guys at RPM were kind enough to share a coupon code with us to share with you. It's going to be SE5. It's going to save you 5% on anything you buy on their website. So by all means, if you're going to purchase one of these, use that code to save you a couple bucks, and it makes us look good. So what we have here is their exhaust system for the 570. This unit will actually fit a barrage of different vehicles. From, I believe it's 400 all the way up to 800 if you have the single cylinder machine. This is the exhaust that you're going to order. Now, we also went ahead and ordered their spring tool. It's going to help you remove the springs that hold the exhaust on. But let's just go ahead and appreciate the stainless steel construction of this. Beautiful welds. You can see we got a little bit of a purpling effect going on there. This thing just looks absolutely fantastic. Now, when I was searching for an exhaust for both of these quads, like I said in my video with the 850, we were looking for a very specific criteria for the exhaust that we were going to purchase. Number one, I didn't want to have to pull this thing out and repack it every 30, 40, 50 hours. And I wanted stainless steel. And RPM was the answer to both of those problems. Like I said, fully stainless steel. This is a baffled exhaust. There is no reason to ever take this back off to repack it. It's literally bolted on and go. Now, the factory exhausts on especially the single cylinder machines look super, super restrictive. You can see it comes in here, goes into the muffler, and then it's weird. There's no exhaust outlet here. It's this little guy down at the bottom, which is really strange to me. If you look at this new exhaust, it's an almost straight through design, because if we look through the center, we can see some light coming through the other side. So this is definitely going to be freer flowing, and also it does not require a tune. You can just bolt this thing in and go. So let's go ahead and fire this machine up. We're just going to give it a couple of revs, let it idle for a second, and let you hear the stock exhaust. If you're looking at this video, chances are you have one of these. You know how it sounds stock. But I like to put this in the video just so you can compare it, stock versus not so stock. So you'll hear in stock form, it has a very muffled, you almost hear the air puffing out of the back of the machine more than you hear an exhaust note, and I don't like that. This is a big bore single cylinder machine. It should definitely have a more throaty sound than what they provide us from the factory. So we're gonna get right into the install of this guy. The first thing that I am going to do is go ahead and remove this 13mm nut here. That's going to go ahead and release the exhaust from this upper hanger. And then we can go ahead and pull the springs and see exactly what else we need to remove here. Now, this is a carriage bolt, so you are just gonna have to keep a finger down at the bottom of this to keep the square of the carriage basically in the channel so that the bolt doesn't just spin on you. Once that's out, we can go ahead, take this washer out, washer, rubber isolator, and nut. We're just gonna go ahead and set that aside, and we'll just kind of let that hang out. So now there's a hose clamp here that I'm gonna go ahead and loosen. It looks like it helps hold this heat shield on, and then we can go ahead and pop our springs off. So you'll see here, we went ahead, loosened that hose clamp. It's literally just a little 8mm. So I'm gonna try to use their spring tool here to see if we can get it in there with some leverage. If not, we're gonna do it like we did with the 850 and just use some needle nose vice grips. But let's give it a shot and see what happens. So with this spring tool, it looks like they just want you to be able to get in here and grab the spring. Let's try to grab it from back here like this. And just pull. Wow, that was so easy. Okay, let's do the same thing down here. We'll pop the bottom one off just like that. And now we should just be able to rotate this exhaust clockwise. You know what? We have to take this other hanger off under here. There's another hanger right back here with another 13mm that we have to get off. Let's go ahead and do that. So all you have to do is crack this one loose. And if you look, the muffler is slotted right here. So then you can rotate it and pop it off. Now, just for conversation's sake, let's fire this thing up open headers, see how it sounds. That's ridiculous. All right, let's go ahead and grab our new muffler and pop it on. Now, if you haven't already, now would be a good time to inspect your donut gasket. This is a very low hour machine and ours is still in nice shape. So we did not replace it. But what we're gonna go ahead and do is slide this exhaust where it belongs and then attempt here to get this to slide in on this slot. I might have to get back where the back of the machine to line this slot up. And we actually might have to loosen this a little bit more. So this is tricky because I don't know if I loosened this enough, but you also need to get it at the right angle here. Okay, so we went ahead and lined up that slot. So now we can go ahead and slide our bottom hanger in. Just lower this, slide that in, go through this. Is that how that was? Yes. So it goes like here, yeah, here, here, and here. Okay, so now that we have all of our hardware here situated, I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall these springs. That way we have the exhaust fully seated on the donut gasket, and then we can go ahead and tighten everything down. So I will say this spring tool does make setting these springs up a lot easier, but it's still tricky because these springs are a lot stronger than they look. And with any luck, this should be your finished product. Now what you're gonna wanna do if you got any dirty or greasy fingerprints on this thing, you're gonna wanna go ahead and wipe it down. If you don't, when you start the quad and this thing heats up, it'll basically stain the metal. And you don't wanna do that because oily, greasy fingerprints will do that. But you'll see we got our springs in. Right there, we tightened that hose clamp. We actually didn't even need to touch that, but it is what it is. And then we went ahead and tightened up the carriage bolts for the isolator. So let's go ahead, let's start you back on the tripod. Let's fire it up. sounds throaty as heck. It looks like the guys at RPM took my advice from our last video. You can see how nicely the RPM logo is stamped into the muffler, and you can see it. One of the gripes that I had with the 850 is the RPM logo is actually on the bottom, so you don't see it. So it's nice to see that on the 570 you do see it. And just take a look at this thing. It looks really nice back there. So let's go ahead. Let's back this thing out of the garage. Let's take a ride over to one of the trails that we frequent, and we'll go ahead and do some drive-bys at a cruising speed and wide open throttle and let you get a sense of how it sounds. All right, guys, so we're out here with our 2024 570 with this beautiful RPM side-by-sides exhaust on it. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do a couple pulls for you. I'm just gonna launch it wide open throttle right here. We'll go down, turn around, I'll do a wide open throttle flyby, and then I'll cruise on by, let you hear it, you know, mild, just cruising, and we'll go ahead and wrap the video up. All right, guys, and that about does it for this video. This RPM side-by-sides exhaust sounds absolutely phenomenal on this 570. Now, this is one of the bigger machines that this will fit. So the more displacement your machine has, the throatier or the louder it's probably going to be. But this is a good middle ground because I believe it goes all the way from 500 all the way to 800 single-cylinder machines. And this is a 570, so we're right there in the middle. I don't think it's overbearing at all. I don't think any rider fatigue or ear fatigue is going to be going on with this. It gives it a nice volume. It sounds good, and it even feels a little bit quicker. So if this video helped you, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content on these machines. We got more coming. Again, remember, coupon code SE5. Save yourself 5%. Check these guys out. This is an awesome exhaust, and I'm very happy with the exhaust we installed on this and our 850. If you have an 850, also go ahead and check that video out. I'll leave that in the video description below as well.